iOS 14 is Apple's next big software update for the iPhone and iPod Touch, and is somewhat related with iPadOS 14, which is on the iPad. But anyways, today I'm going to talk about some of its features, and some you may not have seen. This video is not for the people who want a review of the iOS 14 GM build, but instead this is simply going over the features of all iOS 14, and some bugs that I still experience. So, use the timestamps in the description, or if I'm extremely lucky, the chapters, if YouTube actually decides to add them to my videos this time. But anyways, I'm going to talk about the three major features. First one is the redesigned widgets. Widgets now look better than ever. And, in addition, now you can host these widgets on your home screen, not just the widgets area. Very nice. Next thing is the app library. In order to get to the app library, simply go to your last page and then slide this way. And then there's your app library. It's pretty cool. It sorts it all into specific groups. So social, utilities, blah blah blah. Now let's get into some other obvious but not flagship features. Number one is the ability to hide home screen pages. To do that, simply activate jiggle mode, and then press that, and there you go. You could hide pages by pressing that and stuff, and then just press done or swipe up or whatever you do to stop it. There is also a new incoming call thing. So when you receive a call now, by default, it'll show up like this. From there, you could choose to accept or decline it right there, or you could do that, and then that shows up, and then you can press that later, and then choose to accept it or not. Also, if you decide to slide down the notification, this is what would show up. So yeah, this is the new UI. I see nobody talking about this, but the new redesigned field test menu. It shows all the LTE info right on the dashboard, and you can look at the UMTS and GSM stuff on the all metrics area. It's pretty neat redesign. I like it. There are tons of new features related to music in iOS 14. So let's start out with the probably least important one, and it has to do with Apple Music. The first one is infinite playback. I can't show it because I'm not an Apple Music sub, but basically you turn it on and it will essentially play more songs like the previous song after your up next has been exhausted, allowing for infinite playback. Spatial audio has come out for the AirPods Pro, and it basically makes the audio seem like it's following your iPhone. So if you move your head, it changes the audio and everything. It's really cool. But since I don't own AirPods Pro, I can't really demonstrate it to you. But nothing matters about music on your iPhone when you have vinyls. Picture-in-picture is next. Picture-in-picture was available on the iPad before iOS 14. However, iOS 14 brought it to the iPhone. Picture-in-picture allows you to watch a video while doing other things. And so say I wanted to resize it, I could do that, text somebody, or even if I wanted to only hear the audio, I could slide it over, and then make it back, increase its size, yeah. They changed the camera app, so on devices like the iPhone 10 and up, they all get the iPhone 11's camera app with all of its features. The camera app on other devices is mostly the same, but you do have the ability to change video resolution now inside the camera app, which is very nice. And obviously, the iPod Touch doesn't have much options, but all the other devices do. This only works for Google Chrome for now, but technically, once the browsers update, everything could do it. But you could set the default browser app by going to that specific browser and then choosing Chrome. One very cool feature in Safari is that you can now view the trackers that Safari has blocked. So how you do this is you simply press on this AA and then you press Privacy Report. And then you could see some things. And then you could see like trackers and the websites and everything. Double click in Google and analytics are on top for me. 92, dang. They really are trying to track me. I guess Safari is a pretty freaking good browser. This one is a huge feature that I really appreciate that Apple added. You could see if the device is using your camera now and if it recently used your camera. For example, it shows camera app recently, and this goes the same with the microphone. You can now access your accessories directly from the control center. However, I usually have this disabled because I just like the home thing. It takes up less space. But yeah, you get to control everything, and you could turn down the lights, change the color, all that stuff from the control center now. Sleep mode has been wildly improved in iOS 14. What used to be just a simple alarm thing is now full-on mode that can be accessed from the control center. Just press the sleep icon, and if you have an Apple Watch, it'll automatically begin sleep tracking. And now if you go like to your lock screen, you could see it says like do not disturb, no alarm, and dismiss and everything. So you could set an alarm there and it dims your lock screen. It's pretty cool. And as I said, if you have an Apple Watch, it starts sleep tracking, so yeah. They added a new Translate app on the iPhone that comes pre-installed, and it's essentially Google Translate, but doesn't have as many languages, and it has a unified microphone button, and you could download languages. Messages. You could now pin a conversation by swiping left and then pressing the pin button. It looks like this. And that's all of the relatively major features I could think of. Now let's talk about battery life and bugs of iOS 14 in general. My battery life is about as good as it was when I was on iOS 13. And yeah, I could go into the settings and show you guys all that, but you know, speaking from experience, it's not all that worse than iOS 13 if it is worse at all. And there are no major bugs either, so this truly is a great software build. So basically, you should update to iOS 14 if you can, because it is a great software update with new features, great battery life, and little to no bugs. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Goodbye.